Hello, it's Fiona Fernandez here from Pyrmont. That's my information. Just here to do my live, and I just realised I forgot to put up my post this afternoon to say I'll be live tonight. Never mind. I'm here, I'm live. There we go, it says I'm live. Just have to find my video. Can hear my voice, that's good. So welcome if you're new to my lives. I'm Fiona. I'm an independent Stampin Up demonstrator, so I've got a website with Stampin Up and you'll find lots of things there. I put most of my cards that I make each week up as a project in there, in the My Project section, and you can see it gives you an add to cart list. So if you wanted to go shopping, you can see what I've used in there and you can add them to your cart easily. And yeah, it's a good way to easy shopping and just to get ideas, use them for ideas too. So I thought I'd use this sweetly scripted stamp set tonight. Now this one is one of the new ones coming, so it's a bit of a sneak peek. Let me just go what's new and have a look, make sure I'm in the right place. Yeah, this one's coming up and it'll be in the online exclusives in March. So I thought I'd play with this. And also some embossing folders. These are the fun patterns ones, so these will also be in exclusives. They have a section on the website called Online Exclusives. If you have a look at my unboxing video I did the other day, I actually went through a bit of the website and showed you how to find things, some things, and yeah, just to give you a look around the website. And if you go down the left hand side, there's a section called Online Exclusives in the menu, and that's where you find things that are not in catalogues. So they actually have a section now where they add things every couple of months into there, and as a demonstrator we get to buy them early, so that's always fun. So I like to use some of them to give you a little sneak peek, or if you want to join now, great time to join now, because you can get this beautiful glass mat studio, which I have wet my cloth tonight, so I've just wet that and squeezed it out, which is why it looks like that. It doesn't look like that when you get it brand new. It looks perfectly beautiful, but it's very soft, and it's just a lightweight chamois sort of cloth, cleaning cloth. Just use it to wipe things down. And this is a little silicone mat, so I've done a video on this as well. Hi Di, how are you? I did a little video on this studio mat and different things you can use it for, and I used it today to do some things which I can't show you yet. They're for my people. Some of my team are going to on stage in March, so I'm making some cards. But one of the things I was doing with it was using tear and tape like this and sticking it over the edge of the cards onto my mat and then the card, and you can just lift it straight off. Oh, it's great. So that's another use for your mat. I don't think I did that in my video. Can't remember now. Oh yes, it was a long time since we saw each other, wasn't it? So going back to joining, the join section is in the back of your little celebration, or you can go to my stampinup.net and go to the join. This link here will also take you to my join page to show you all about it. So the mat is worth retail value $106. This is glass. There's lots of things you can do with it. You can do your heat embossing over it. You can, do your inks. The red ink colour came straight off this white silicone mat, so it doesn't stain, which is great. So that's really good value if you're after one of those. I'm really enjoying using it. And the other option, if you don't want the mat, you can just get the extra $51 worth of product. So it's a really good time to join when they have these special offers on. It's always a good time to join. $169 to join, and you get $235 worth of product of your choice, and whichever option you like there. It's great fun. We have a team, and we're part of a bigger team. Hi Lynette. And we just interact as much or as little as you want to. You can join in with the team things or not. We're very flexible in that way, but it's good fun and great community as well. Some people don't like to join in with everything and just want to craft on their own, and that's okay too. You don't have to demonstrate anything. You can just craft for yourself, for others, send cards. Anyone sending cards this week? I've got one on the table to send. Our wider team has a challenge on to send 5 cards. Is it a week or a month? I think it's a month. It's a new thing. So yeah, that's a good challenge to have too, just to send out those cards, because it surprises you sometimes when someone gets one of your cards. When I sent my Christmas card, actually I'll just grab that other card I made. When I sent my Christmas cards out, because I was a bit late with some of them, I can't find the card now. Where is it? There. Yeah, I got some phone calls and stuff and chat, text messages, and it was just really lovely to reconnect with people over just one card once a year even. Some people I don't talk to except for once a year, but it's just really nice to make that connection again, and it was just lovely. This is the card I made the other day after I did a little video showing you how to use your cling stamps and other things you can do with cling stamps. Hi Dimity, welcome. So that was a cute little card to make up, and that didn't take long at all. So I love this ribbon. Now this is in the celebration. Just remember, celebration goes to the 29th of February. You can get free things when you spend $90 or more, $180. This is the ribbon here. Now the picture here doesn't do it justice, I don't think. Look at that. It does look pretty there, but look how pretty it is. It's just gorgeous. So gorgeous. And I just folded it for this one. I did put a glue dot under there to hold it down, but not those bits. And that was just such an easy card to make. This gorgeous ribbon. So that is so pretty. That's if you spend $90, you can get some of that. So I'll get on and we'll get into this. So I'm going to use these. These are, if you've just joined me, hi Athena, the new online exclusives for demonstrators only at the moment. I can get these as a pre-order, but they'll be available to customers in March. I think it's the 4th or 5th of March. I haven't got the date in front of me. Hang on, let me get the date in front of me. Where are we? What's new? Pre-order. That one doesn't give me the date. Hang on, I've got to go find the happening now. If you're a demonstrator, you can look in happening now, and it will have all the information in there for you. So the promotion goes 5th of March. It's available to customers. Right, now what paper do you think would go nicely with these? I've got a couple of papers out. I did get out, just wondering whether to use the celebration. I've got the Poetic Expressions Designer Series paper out. Anybody crafting tonight? So this is what this one looks like. Oh, that's not bad actually. With that embossing folder. Like, we don't want to see too much of that, do we? Not at once. Depends what you do with it, doesn't it? These are really pretty. Look at that. That's bubble bath. Like bubble bath. Although that one's cute too. Oh, they're all nice. And they've all got their different... Oh, look. There's that one too. I've got blue cardstock over here. But I just pulled a few things out. Oh, you're sort of doing craft, scan and cut. Yep. Cool. You're busy bee. Oh, that's nice with that, isn't it? I haven't really had a good look at this paper. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I don't know. I think we'd have to use that. Let's just move some things off the table. Now I'm working on my online class for the end of March, and I'll be doing the sea turtles. That's one of my cards. And I've got 2 others as well. So that'll be an online thing. So you'll need that stamp set if you want to do that. Just let me know if you're interested. Got a few things happening, haven't we? Because I'm going on stage in March as well. That's exciting. Can't wait for that. Okay, let's get some paper out. Move some things out of the way. Catalogues everywhere. Colour card will we put that on? What about the green? What colour is that? Let's have a look. Hey Sharon, welcome. Just playing with some Poetic Expressions Designer Series paper. The colours in that, I reckon that's wild wheat. That one. I used wild wheat for a while. I'll get that one out. Let's grab it. Gotta find it. Where is it? You find the wild wheat. Wild. It's gone wild. Where I put the other big packet. Here, we've got a little packet here. There we go. I think that's the right size. It's already cut down. You need that happy anniversary. Ah, for a 70th. Yes, I really like this stamp set. Obviously, I bought it. I buy them thinking, now how much use will I get out of that? Sometimes, other times I buy them just because they're so cute. And of course, I want to show you. Right, what about? Is it that way? No, I think we'll have to go this way. What will we do? Because I want to use that. I'm going to use my little embossing folder too. Somewhere on this. Put that back together. I like to store my embossing folders back in the packet and I put it back in like that. I'll try and do it neater than that, but mine's not so neat. Oh dear. And then I put them back in there when I'm finished. But we won't do that yet because we're not finished. Let's have a look at them. Oh, look at that pattern. It's nice, isn't it? See that? If my thing's glitchy tonight. Let's get it on a piece of, let's pop it on a bit of card. And this one goes really nicely with this one. Oh, maybe we should go that way. I do like that. I'm going to go that and that and that and that and then some vellum. I wish I had it. Gets like that, doesn't it, when you watch people? I watched someone the other day doing something that was like, who was it? Stampin' with Rose, I think. She's great to watch. And she was using one of the sets. I don't know what it was now. Let me think. Hang on. And I was so close to buying it. She did something different every day with it, with a bundle. It's great. Let me see if I can tell you what it was. Hang on. It's in here. Just got to remember which one. It had lots of different shapes in it. Day details. I think it's that one. What page is that on? 28. Yes, this one. She was using this. Oh, my thing's gone all funny. Hope I'm still with you. It's gone all blurry on my end. Yeah, it was a really nice set, that one. And you got lots of different shapes to use. Cool. Stampin' with Rose. She's over in Canada, I think. Now, I'm just wondering whether to, see, this is a smaller embossing folder, so I can't really do the great big piece. So I'm inclined to go for a smaller piece. All right, let's just chop that down. Get that out of the way. Oh, you've got that, haven't you, Jenny? Lucky you. You'll have to show us some of your things. That back over there. So I'm just going to chop this one down to 10 by 13. Yep, 13, what did I say? 14.35. Is that what I did? Yep, by 10 centimeters. We're talking centimeters. So we've got a piece of wildwood, and then we've got a piece of this one. See, that's pretty too. Oh, they're all pretty. That's what makes it so nice to use. And then I'm going to go a piece of this one. So we'll go down to 9, I think. To give me I want a bit more of a, I want to see some of that, don't I? Let me just have a look for a minute. I want to see that. I just look at it, you know, and have a look at how big. So I don't know which one we're going to use yet. These are bigger than that. So if you watched my videos the other day, I'm keeping all these pieces inside on some of them now. Because, now which end did I put the sticky on? This end. The fluff. I put the fluff on one end of my stamps. Okay. So they're quite big. But I'm keeping these to do imprints with them, or stamping with them even, and making backgrounds out of them. Just gives you more options. Oh, I don't know which one I'll use yet, but I just wanted to have a look at the size. Okay. I think about there. We've got to go too big because we want it to be see, it depends which one we go, doesn't it? Even happy birthday in the middle of that means I could go a bit smaller. Okay, that gives me, that's 1.5 in. I think I'll do that. Okay, so 1.5. 1.5 is 3. So 10 minus 3. Oh, that's 7. Let's see what that looks like. Yep, that works. That's better because then we can see some of the diamonds. I want to see the diamonds. And then we need to go 3 off 14.35. So that's 1, 2, 3, 11.35. You can always just wing it too, you know. We'll find something that will cut that out, like those other dies. Or the rectangles, deck all the rectangles or something like that. I like that because you've got, oh, that is bubble bath in there, but I've gone with this other one. That's the Moody Mauve, I think. But I like it with the, I still like it like that. And then we're going to use, so we want a smaller piece. Actually, I might have one already. I might go there. And go to 10. How big's that one? That is 5.8. And that one is 7. What's that? 12. So that's 6 millimeters around the edges. So 11.4 minus 12 is 10 point, what do we got? 2, isn't it? Is that right? 10.4, yeah, 10.2. 10.2. See, it's good for your maths. I hope we're right. Let's see how we went. I got it right. Oh, yeah. Okay. And then we're going to stick that through the mini. Let's see what it looks like. Oh dear, the mini's a bit fluffy. I'm going to clean that off. I have a fluffy little mini because I had to pull everything out. Make a big mess the other day. A bit of mould again. Look at that weather. It's so moist. There we go. Find my plate. Now, what do we want? We want an embossing folder, and my instructions have rubbed off. Oh no! Okay, don't worry about it. They're on here. See? This one says use with standard embossing folders, and these ones are very thin, so they're standard embossing folders. And it should tell you on the packet anyway. It just says embossing folders. If it's 3D, use this one, and it'll say 3D on the packet. We don't need that one. We just need 1 and 3. That's number 1. And we want this one. Let's see how it goes. Where will we put that? I don't know if it's going to make a lot of difference where I stick it. Because it's sort of, you know, it's quite a big pattern. I think I'll center it on those ones. So I'm sort of looking at these two and these two, and then these ones. It looks pretty good. Oh no, it's not quite straight. You want to get that straight. And now I'm looking down the line here. I think that's good. Okay, put hinge in first. Always put your hinge in first when you're doing embossing folders. Oh, pop, sorry about that. Forgot about popping. Popping noises. Let's see what it looks like. Ready? Are you ready? I love embossing folders. Now, when using vellum, I didn't wet this, but sometimes, depending on your embossing folder, if it's a really deep sort of embossing, I spray it with a tiny mist of water sometimes, just to soften it a little bit, because it can crack. Doesn't look like it's cracked, so we've done okay. But I did one today that had lines on it like this, and it did crack a little bit. You can still stick it down and not notice it. Little baby over there. How does it look? We might not even be able to see it. You can see it side-on view. You can see it when you angle it. You know what I think is going to look nice in there? Hang on a second. Oh, we've got some ribbon. Look. Let's get the ribbon box out. Gee, I think I need to tidy this up. Anyone else got a ribbon box that looks like this? I know I'm jumping ahead. I mean, this wild wheat twine as well. Jute trim. Oh look, get that out too, just in case. just thought that would look nice. Through there or even underneath there. We've got to put this sentiment on yet, so maybe even across there. I don't know how we're going to do this yet. Let's have a look. And a bit of white paper, cardstock. And we've got lots of pieces in here that we can choose from. I'm putting on my scraps back. I think I want to go a bit thinner than that. That one's too narrow. Yeah, okay. What about, let's do the happy birthday, because we can always use a birthday card. Oh yes, wet your vellum. It's a great idea. Not too wet, just a little bit. You know, just a fine little misty spray. Where's my misty spray gone? Oh, there it is. One of these. Just go like that. No, don't just say it though. You've got to squirt it. Ooh, ooh. Let me find one. Look, I've got my chamois wet tonight. I'm just going to wipe my stamp down with that because I haven't cleaned these ones yet. And then just get a piece of odd paper. One. Lots of odd paper here. We'll find one. Just dry it off a bit. Just clean them all while I'm thinking about it. I really like these. I had a Christmas set like this at one stage. I'm not sure. I don't think I got it. Can't remember. Do like them though. Okay, what colour will we stamp that? Should we go the Moody Mauve? Have we got wild wheat background and wild wheat ribbon? Let's try Moody Mauve and see what it looks like. I'm going to put this over here, the ribbon over there. Actually, I'll keep that paper handy. Might want to stamp on it. Don't tap too hard, because this is a really fine stamp. I'm just going to stamp it on my paper first. And we're going to have to be careful with this one because they're long like that. You don't want to be rocking like this too much. I did rock then, but it worked. But if you get ink on the edges here, it will show. Now let's try that one more time. Just put it down and up. I like that. Try it on the cardstock. I might actually fussy cut this. Okay. A good clean. I might leave that there for a minute till we decide what we're doing. Sure about that now? I'm not sure about it. I'm wondering if the wild wheat might look better. Ooh. Go into another piece. I'm going to have to get something else to keep my cardstock in. It's all breaking. Let's get another one out. Let's get the wild wheat. Let's see how we feel about that. Now, while you're shopping, don't forget Celebration have got extra things at the moment on top of what's in that brochure. Now, they're all things that are already in the shop, which means you can purchase them separately, but you can also get them as freebies at the moment. And one of those things, which is really good value if you don't have them already, is the set of the core markers. And there's 11 in the packet. They're $68 normally, or something like that. I just thought, wow, that is such good value. That's in a $180 spend. But it's still great value. I already had them, otherwise I would have got them. I've just got my chamois on my lap. I'll keep there when I'm doing this, so that it's a quick and easy way to clean your stamps straight away. I think I like that one. I don't know. Let's have a think. And I don't know whether to cut it down, like trim it around, or just, because we won't see much ribbon if I do that, will we? Like, you know, that much ribbon if I do it like this as a solid. Or perhaps we could do our ribbon just around there. That might look funny. Won't see much of the vellum that way, will we? No. Put the ribbon on an angle. Like with the diamonds, you mean? Go with the diamonds. I still might trim around this. Not sure yet. You don't have to keep the whole length on either, so you could have it to one side, and some of them are to one side. So I could do it that way, if you don't mind that. And then maybe, let's get some more ribbon off there. We did something like this last week, didn't we? With the angles. I love angles like that. You won't see that bit. Just cover that up with my hand. It's not working. You don't like it? Maybe it's too heavy. I feel like that ribbon's not right. I like the colour. I'm not liking the thickness of it. Let's get this one out of the bag. Of course, it's the one at the bottom. Might keep that one near the top because you might want that. Or maybe we need that colour. Oh yeah, maybe this one. You could just put a bit of jute on there to match the, you know, couldn't we? Happy birthday. Okay, Okay, I don't think I'm going to be sticking it underneath the bottom, so I'm going to stick that down. Just looking at it without that under there. It's always good to play. Play with your pieces and see what you can come up with. If you do that, you can see that really well. Look at this. I did like that, but now I'm having second thoughts. Doesn't take much for Fiona to have second thoughts with card making. I just like to play with it. See, that's like a totally different card. I actually like that. Maybe we better make two. One with this one and that one. I'm not liking that under there now. I like it like that. Anyone with me? I'm going to do something else with that one. I want to see that. Couldn't really see it. Just double check. It wouldn't look right with that one, would it? Yeah. Yeah, so you can't really see it on there anyway. Does it match that? Oh, let's see. Oh, it doesn't match it. Almost. You could sort of line it up a bit, look. It's not quite the same though. It doesn't look too bad though on there. Let's have a look on there. Oh, but I don't think we'll do that. I think I like it without that in there. I'm going to go without it. Just make sure it looks fairly straight. Look at that. That's so pretty. Oh, look, you could even put the happy birthday down the bottom. You could stamp the happy birthday, you know, if you use a white background. Yeah, so do I do. You could use a white card, the thick white card, with your DSP, and something like that, and something like that, and you've got a little card going. Yep. Love it. Yep, I think we'll do that one. Now don't put as much glue on this one, just put it in, just put a little bit on the corners, oh, a little bit. Because you will see a little bit, so I'll just put it in those bits. And a little bit in the center. Just really want just enough to hold it on. I guess some of it will be covered under the happy birthday, won't it? Put a bit more there. I'm just going to do the same thing on this side. I'm just eyeballing that. You could measure it all with your ruler, but sometimes I do. So this would be a quick card to make too. Like if you knew what you're doing when you started. I think I might just chop that off, hey? And then we'll put a little bow on it or something. Bit of bling. So we're going to go, I will measure this bit from here to there. is 13.65 to be precise. It'll be whatever it is when you've pasted those two bits down. What did I say? Now I've forgotten. Talk too much. 13.65. Just chop it on my little thing over here. 13.65. Let's see how we did. Oh, look at that. See? And now I'm going to line that up with the top of the... Oh, I might go a bit higher than that. I want a bit more of a gap here. That's right. Nice and simple. Do we want a bow out of this? You know what would be nice? Some bubble bath ribbon. Yeah, see, that might clash with the whole other bit. Sure, how do you feel about the bow? Chop that off. You can straighten them out a little bit with your bone folder if you need to. And you can even use a bit of glue to put these exactly where you want them, which I do sometimes. I don't like them flapping all over the place. Okay, let's stick that one down. Now we could put that flat, so keep in mind whether you're posting these or not. If you're posting cards, you don't want them to be too thick or heavy. Or you can spend more money on your postage if you want to, but if you're trying to keep it to a simple postage stamp, just keep that in mind. And they actually have weights for different postage cards and things like that. Oh, just have a sip of my coffee. Oh, you like the bow? So I'm thinking I'll just, you could put that up on the center. It actually might look a bit nicer up a little with that little bit of a buffer. Or just keep it flat. I might keep it flat, I think. Some glue on down. Let's just have a look before we put that down, see which one looks nice. See, that would look nice too. Or the pink one, the bubble bath. Just line that up with one side and the other side. I always like to look down the line of my card like this. Stand up and do it like this, which you've all seen me do before if you've seen me before. That's a tiny bit wonky. I think it's a tiny bit wonky. Let's have a look. Oh, it's just a 4 and a tad. What's that one? 4. See, it's a tad out down there. What's a tad, you say? Like 0.5 millimeter. Might be too late now. I don't think it'll matter. Depends how good your eye is. Yep, I'm on it now. I'm on it. Yay. My assembly art day is coming up. We could just put it there and let it hang loose. I'm going to use a glue dot. Squeeze that on there. And it gets right in. Oh, isn't that pretty? A little quick and easy, says Fiona. It's 9:16. Well, we did fluff around a bit to start with. Didn't we? I did anyway. It's half the fun though. We put that back in the box. Okay, now let's not forget our middle piece, because I keep forgetting that. I've got one over here. Are you ready? So I'm going to cut this one so we've got a bigger gap. I'll cut that one down to 9.5. And to 13.85. Don't cut. That way we'll have a border inside of it, similar to the border. I mean, you could measure that exactly. I think it was 6mm, but I would just go to the standard one. Now I want to do something to this before I do that. I'm just having a thought. Me and my thoughts. I'm just thinking I might just emboss the corner of the card there, just as something a little bit different, so when you open it you've got a little bit of embossing. What about if we do it that way? That's not going to work, is it? Because that way we lose one. The other way is to emboss a strip and stick it across the bottom. Just looking where all the pattern sits on here. I don't know. I'm just thinking. Oh yes, we're doing bling in a minute. Definitely. Just deciding what to do about this. I just feel we'll only get part of the pattern because they're on the edges there. I don't think it matters which way you go, does it? Oh, let's just try it. Yeah, just remember you want to make sure you've got the bit going up. This bit's going up. That bit's going down. I've got to put it in. It'll be that way, won't it? I don't know if we can get it on that corner then. That bit's going down, that bit's going up. If I go there. Don't worry about me. I'll get there. I'll get there eventually. There, I'll do it that way, I think. And that way it'll be, yeah, there. Now you need to do this on your big machine, not your little one, because obviously it's sticking out the edge. I'll just pop over here and bring the whole thing over. It does get in the side there. I just need to make sure I've got the right plates. Just have to make sure it stays straight. So it did wobble a little bit. It's not working yet. I think what I'm going to have to do is put a sticky on it. Maybe that's too much there. I have to put a sticky on there to hold it. So it keeps on moving when I put it in. Wish me luck. There you go. Let's see what happened. Experiments. Love experiments. Who else likes experiments? You like experimenting? Anyone like science at school? Look. Cute. You have to work out what bling to use. Look, see, then when you open the card, you get a nice little embossed bit. Isn't that cute? Right, let me just flatten that down. Got on my embossing folder there. My bone folder, I mean. Something on it. What bling will we use? Go and look in the bling packets. And put our little piece in the middle, and you could always put your sentiment on as well if you want to. Another, you know, something else, another little verse or something. There's some really good little stamp sets out there that have mixed sentiments on them. I mean, this one's got happy birthday already, but you can always find another one that's got, hang on, let me have a look. Let me have a look. You know, you've got happy birthday on the front. You could put sending love and best wishes on the inside. That's one of them anyway. There's plenty more. If you need help finding them, let me know. Or just scroll through the stamp sets on the website. Okay, bling, 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 bling. I've got these. Oh, now they're pretty. I just got them the other day. Iridescent foil gems. They've got the colours in them. Look. Aren't they gorgeous? Yes, they are gorgeous. I think they're gorgeous. They're just beautiful. What else have we got? There's something with wild wheat in it somewhere, isn't there? Oh, we've got these little ones with the pink dots in it. This is rainbow adhesive back dots. They actually come as part of a set with the balloons. What are they called? Where's my balloons? Can't find the balloons. Hot air balloons. they coordinate with that paper. I think they're too big for that. We've got the cork rounds, yeah. The purpley ones, no. Those. I mean, you could always go hearts. You could always put a couple of little pink hearts. I bought another packet because I like them so much. You could put the little hearts on there, couldn't you? Or even the little flowers. Decisions. Which ones do you like? I've been using these a bit lately. Of course, there's plenty of others we can choose from in the other box. These are ones that are in the current mini catalogue. I'll just put that over there. We'll do something else with that piece in a minute. Let's have a look at these ones. I haven't had them out of the packet yet. Nothing back there. They are just gorgeous. Now, remember when you're getting these off, sometimes I like that you can get them off the packet, but I learnt early on not to pull them off like this because I ended up with bling all over the place. So I use my take your pick tool and carefully lift and push with my tools at the same time under there on the tape, and it just comes off. That way you just ease it off rather than pulling it off. I think I like these. Yeah, they're really glittery, look. I think it'll just set it off. Whereas I feel like that would be, I don't know, it depends on your mood, I suppose, and who you're sending the card to, doesn't it? I don't know who this one's for, so not sure. So these are great because you can put them over the top like this and go, where do I want them? So you could do a couple of hearts on that. I do like that as well, actually. Oh, can't decide. Happy birthday with a few little hearts along the ribbon. What do you think? I'm torn. I like both of them. Maybe we could use both. Maybe we could do one heart and then other blings. This is what I've been doing lately. There's another thing. I've been doing one of these. This is out of one of the other stamp sets, the polymer stamp sets. And putting it on my thing like this. Or if you don't have any of them, you can keep one of these out of your bling packet. And you can just stick it on there like this. Not hard, just sit it on there. I don't push them down, I just sit them there. But it means you can move it around. Oops, not like that. It's stuck. I'll just move it off a bit. See, you can just move it off a bit. Happy birthday. And then you can see what other things look like with it. We could put a few things on. Not sure if I want them or not. They are very pretty. I don't know, I'm thinking now I'll go with the heart. I do like these, but I'm not sure where to stick them. Happy birthday. Let's try a couple of hearts instead. quite like the hearts. The others in the blank spaces up here. Yeah, I thought about that. I'm not as keen on it though. Do you like the hearts? I like the hearts. Just wondering whether to put them up there more. Like that. See, this is what I like about having this. You can fiddle around with it. You know, do you want hearts up in there? And bling down here? Because the hearts are nice up there as well. Straight hearts, swiveled hearts. Just looking on the screen to see where I like them. I like it there. And then what's that? Yeah, I don't like that as much. They do stand out up there. I think I'm liking the hearts there. I don't know if we need more dots because we've got the bow and 2 hearts. I think that's enough. No, I think I'll go with that. As much as I want to use them. I love them. Love the mixture of them. Okay. So now I'm just sort of going to get the visual for that. Now, if you've got enough of these things, you can use these ones on here, like this. Because you can put them back. Because we haven't really unstuck them, have we? And just sort of place it down so you get it in the same spot. That's about it. Especially if you've got them in a position you really like. It's a little fiddly, but right. I think that's it. It's pretty close. I think it's as close as we're getting it. And then just take them off here because I haven't really stuck them, and just put them back in your packet. Oh, this one stuck a little bit more, didn't it? But they're still quite sticky. So. Okay. I like that. Well, that was interesting how that came about. Now, I'm not feeling about these to put on as well. I really like them with that colour though. I think we'll just leave it there. So we've got our little piece inside. That's really cute. Oh, wonder whose birthday is coming up. Wonder who's going to get this one. Got a few ideas in my head. Right, let's pop that over there. Put these back for now. What time is it? How are we go? Oh, look at that. It's 1 hour. 1 hour to come up with that simple little card. Oh, that's okay. Now, do we want to play with the other one? Got 2 happening while we're at it. Who's sticking around? Anybody sticking around? Let's have a little drink of my coffee. I'm just wondering whether to go ahead with this one. But now that we've used that side, I guess we've got this one out already, haven't we? Or should we use a different sentiment for this one? We can use, I can use that another day. Save the date. 1,000,000 thanks. Happy anniversary. Congratulations. Isn't it funny? I've got blue cardboard out tonight to use. You gotta go? That's okay, no worries. Thanks for coming. Thanks for helping me. I might just do another one of these so I can use these dots. If I use, maybe I should just use wild wheat again. Might be too much to put it all on the Moody Mauve. Moody Mauve on Moody Mauve. We could do Happy Birthday that way. And we could even use a bit of wondering about this colour. What else have we got? It's a bit too much. No, I like that one. What else have we got in there? Just seeing what else we've got here. This one's really pretty, isn't it? Decisions. That's the back of that paper. But then that's not going to go with those, is it? No. That's very pretty though. That one will. Why don't we just do a strip of that one? And we haven't used the other embossing folder, although that might clash with that one. Yeah, it's a different shape, that one. I think we'll just do a little strip like this. So that's 4 centimeters wide. What's that? 15 minus 4 is 11. Cutting a bit of paper off. That way. Might cut that one off that way. And go to about there. About, what have we got there? 12 or let's go 12. There we go. We'll cut this one off this time. So we'll just fold our card. We want to score that 10.5. Some quick little simple cards tonight. Okay, so we just need to decide if will we go that way, go in the center, or go that way. Have the happy birthday there. And the other thing we could do with this, so I've got all these little offcuts in here. got a few vellum pieces from my lavender thing the other day. So you can always use your extra little pieces like this. Or if you've got a die set that, actually I'm wondering what matches that. I don't have the die set that goes with this set yet. Yet. You like that? What's this one? Painted lavender. This one would be good. Notes of nature dice. Because you might get a little, you could always do a little leafy thing in there as well. So if you've got extra little pieces lying around, just thinking about putting one of them in there. Just add something to it. I'll just see if I've got something that's very similar to that. Hang on a minute. Check my dies over here. I feel like there's one that's similar. Let me think. One of my favourites is this one, the Timeless Arrangements dies. I do like those, and they've got little leafy things in them as well. I was hoping to find one with a little thing on the top of it like that, and I feel like there is one. Trying to work out which one it is. So one way you can look for those things is pop into your website and type in dies, and in a search bar, and you can look through all the dies. So if you don't have the website up, you can look through your catalogue at the back in this section here, and you can just look for dies to see if you've got one in your stash that will go with it. So something like that. See, meadow dies, they've got little things like this. I have those. I don't have the ones, so I'll show you the other ones that match this paper. Now let me remember where it is. It was at the beginning. Somewhere, I like that. Somewhere. It's in here somewhere. Can't remember what page I was on now. I was looking at it earlier, so I was putting an order together, scanning through the book. This is another nice one too. I've got part of that one. I've got this one. That's the one I just showed you. The centre page is coming out. Can't find it. Deary me. Let's go to the front. Index is always helpful. Here we go. Poetic Expressions 60 and 62. I was almost there. Here it is. What have they got in that? They've got little stamps, and they've got little, oh no, they don't actually have a flower. They've got little leaves. Okay, I'll go and get that one out, the meadow one. I'd like to look at that. Hang on 2 seconds. Just over here. So this is one of the things I love about it, is the way you can coordinate things. Now this might be too big, but you could still use that paper. Look at the dies. This actually has a butterfly in it as well. So you could still stick one of them in there, and you've got all these little things in the background. Is that one, or is this one? These go with stamps. do that one. And I'm thinking vellum. Do a bit of vellum in there. I might just cut those and see what they look like. Get the little mini. Now, how big do we want them? I don't know if we need the full thing. Get a bigger piece out. Okay, just watch your ears when I come out the other side. Okay, thanks, Lynette. Thank you. Have a good night. Pull them out carefully. Back in the vellum box. Oh, I think I like that. Just adds something to it, doesn't it? I just think this one's not quite right. Well, we'll see. We might bring it back in. I think if I go to there, maybe there. Do I want the happy birthday there? We don't have to have these bits sticking out the bottom. We could just stop them there and just have them sticking out the top. I think I'll do it that way. So that means the happy birthday's in the middle. Right. Okay, so I'm just going to mark that in the middle. Maybe I should come over a bit. I think I need a tag on one side. Yeah, I think that's better. That way the flowers are coming out that way. Put a mark there. And I shall chop that off. Just bring that over. Move that card out of the way. I'm going to mark right to the edge of where this is going to cut, so it'll just be on the edge of that, like that. If you can see that, the mark's still there. Okay, and then we'll do that. So I'm going to turn it around that way because I want the biggest part to be up here. So I do like to go on a small piece, I like to go back up that way. See how that marks right on the very edge of that. I hope we got that right. Let's have a look. Of course, you could just measure it to the piece, but oh, that's right. I could have gone 1 millimeter more, but or half a millimeter, but that's okay. We'll live. Phew. Now, before we put all this together, we need to decide what ribbon we're using, if we're using. So that's too heavy, I think, this time. And shall we just stick to the twine? I don't know. Do you like the twine? Oh, well, I want to put these on this time. Or should I go to the other one? So maybe I could go a bit shorter, so that you actually see a bit of the ribbon. Just a little piece. So the other thing we could do is put ribbon down the bottom of it. Ribbon there. Cut that bit off. I don't know. We'll do it down that way. Fiddly working it out, but once you get there, it's worth it. I think I like that. Oh, I don't know. When I look at the screen, it looks too heavy. That ribbon's a bit heavy, isn't it? About over the ribbon. Maybe that's better, because you've still got the ribbon showing then. And then we'll have the bling as well, which has got some of that colour in it. I'll try that. Of course, you could always go for something a bit more subtle than the bold wild wheat. It's lovely though. Lovely colour. Okay, let's get that off. We'll stick that down. The tear and tape. So I can show you what I was talking about before. Alright, where do we have it there? So put that down. And you want to line that up on your grid. So this is something you can do on your mat. If you don't have the glass mat, you could do it on a bit of grid paper with your silicone sheet over, although it's probably not long enough. Go diagonally over the grid. so you can see your grid. Okay, so I want my tear and tape. I want this to line up with that line there. So my tear and tape needs to be centered on this line. So you can hold this in place with some stickies. Look straight. Good look on the camera shot to see if it's straight. Hang on, because I can't get my head right over the top of it. I think it is. Looks straight to me here. Nothing worse than if it's not straight on the camera. Okay, so we had that there. I'm going to center the tear and tape over this line here. So you can put your tear and tape down. And then you want to come to the same line on the other side. Just that one there. That's it. Pop that off. Because you wouldn't do this on a bit of grid paper because you'd stick your tape to the grid paper. Just take your backing off. And then just line up your ribbon on that line. Sorry, I've got to get my head over the top of it so I can see the line. And then you can just lift it up. Carefully, of course. Carefully. Comes up. Look at that. Just comes straight up off your thing. And then fold them down. See, often I put my tear and tape on first and fold them down. But I just did that today and I thought, well, that's handy. Have a little tip for you. And we're just going to stick that on there. So we'll put this onto our card front now that we've got the tape. And what will we use? Just wondering whether to use tear and tape. I won't do that. That way it just gives it a bit more hold. Especially because that's a little bit thicker. I'm not going to go over the ribbon because it'll bulk it up more. I might just put a bit of glue on the ribbon. Okay, so just rub that down. And we want to take off, actually we won't take that one, we'll take these corners off. Remember to fold that out like that. And that one like that. Oh, we'll do this one. That one. We'll do that one. Okay, and I'm just going to stick a tiny bit of glue onto the ribbon parts, just so that it does stick. We're going to position this corner. I'm not going to put that one down too hard. Use this side more to get this in position, and then you can stick your corners down. How does that look? I think it looks alright. Put those corners down and pull those bits out. A good press on the ribbon parts, because it is a bit bulky, that ribbon. That's working okay. Oh, love it. Now this is going to sit up a bit high on that ribbon now, so I might actually put that piece up on the dimensionals. The other thing we could do is put a couple of layers of tear and tape. I just think a dimensional might be too thick. I might do like that, this side here. I'm going to do 2 on this side. And take the backing off it. And then do another one, just to give it a bit of extra height. The other thing you can do is use a piece of cardstock. Let's see how that feels before we take the back off. Yeah, see, that gives it just enough. I think it's raised it up a little bit. So if you did it with a bit of cardstock, use a bit that you've got left over like this. That one's too wide, but if you did that first, that raises it to the same level as your ribbon, and you can stick that onto the back. Actually, maybe we'll do that on this side, just for the fun of it. And take off my scissors. So you could actually stick that down with glue. To give it a bit of extra height. Like that. If you don't want to waste your tear and tape by doubling it up. Okay. Just take my, I'm just going to take one end out of this and put glue on this bit. Make sure I got that up the right way. Okay. So then we can position our piece. And it looks all right. Make sure that's in the right spot before you stick it down. Go down a little bit. there's a couple of ways you can do that. So this one, I think I'll still just stick it straight down. It's going to sit fairly flat. Even though that one's up a tiny bit, it does sit okay. Or you, if you really wanted to, you could put a piece of extra board under that one as well to bring it up to the same height. Actually, you know what? Because we're going to be putting these in, I might put that up on dimensionals anyway. Give it an extra bit of jazz. Put these in. I might leave those long strips there. So that's going to sit there. There. Stick that down with some tear and tape. You could glue them down more if you want to. Might put a tiny bit under that one. Just to hold it there. And we'll just stick dimensionals on. Now, these ones don't want to come off the packet. Sometimes I can get them off by just going sideways, but this packet doesn't seem to like it. No, see? Some days it does, and some days it doesn't. Let's go this way. No. Not going to do it. I'll put some more on there. We're nearly there. Another happy birthday. Just a little rough edge there. Fix that up. Oh, isn't that cute? I do like that. Right, those ones over there. Where do my things go? Here now. All these bits and pieces off my desk. We want that one, don't we? We want that little card there. Right, where are we going to put our bling? It's bling time. Get that off the thing again. I do like them on that line there. So this will be a little bit more subtle. And they're sort of all mixed. Like some are got more gold, some have got more pink. Whether to go at the top or the bottom there. We've only got 2 sizes on this one. I'll just do that. I could probably use a couple more, couldn't I? Maybe we'll use a couple more. Another one down here. And another big one. I might do one that's not so glittery. One up the top. There we go. Little bits of subtle bling. Oh, that's nice. So much fun doing these. I really enjoyed this. Wow. Again, what a buzz. I just love it. It's like you start off, I haven't got a clue, you know, like I said, I got blue cardstock out tonight thinking, oh, you use blue. That didn't happen. But that's okay. I could have used blue with this paper. There is some blue in there. Right, let's just do our middle piece for this one. So we just cut that down. I think I'll just go to the full 10 for that one. Because the outside of my DSP is 10. And 14.35. Now, this one's got a little bit of embossing in it. Do we want anything on this one? Just move my edges down a little bit. I can see little fluffy bits sticking out. This is just a normal emery board you can keep in your stash so that you can just file off the edges if they're a bit fluffy. See, I've still got some fluffy edges up there. Me and my cutting. Happy birthday. I'm thinking a little flower would be nice in there, wouldn't it? Something. Now, let's have a think for a minute. We could use the die and impress it. Let's do that, because that's always fun. I've got some impressions on my look. I've done this before and got an impression in my silicone sheet. Let's see how we go. I have to remember how I do this. I'm not sure if I could do it on the mini because I need to put the silicone sheet in there. Yeah, I think I need to use the big one. Let's have a go. Let's bring the big baby over. Okay. Now, what do we want? I just did this once with mucking around, trying different things. So if we were going to emboss with a normal embossing folder, we would use the clear plates. Clear, and then that, inside an embossing folder, but because I'm not using an embossing folder, I'm going to use my cut up silicone mat that I've already cut up. I'm going to try this. Let's see what happens, hey? It's the worst that can happen. We just do something else with it. This is how we learn. Okay, there's not much resistance there, which means I need a little bit more resistance, because normally you'd have another plate, and that plate's not that thick. So the things we can do is either use a bit of cardstock that you've got lying around. I just happen to have some here. So anything out of a packet or something, like I've just got a piece of this stuff. I'm just going to put that through and see if that will, yeah, it just gives me a little more resistance. Just a little bit. We might just need a piece of normal cardstock. Can you hear that? I hope I haven't killed my silicone mat, but we'll see. Let's see what happens. I think it cut through the card, so it was a little bit too much resistance. Actually, it's not bad. So I probably could have done it with a normal piece of cardstock. See, that's a little bit thicker, the one I used. You could just use a normal piece of cardstock over the top. I'm still going to use that though, because that's gorgeous. Look at that. It's a bit deeper than I wanted, but it does the trick, and it didn't kill my silicone mat at all. So that was good. There's a tiny bit of impression, but not much at all. But like I said, I'd already used it to do that for something else. That's not a recommended use of Stampin' Up. That's Fiona. Okay. The silicone sheets normally used for working with as a mat, like not to put through your embossing folder. It's up to you. I like doing things like that. I'm just going to stick that in there because I think that's cute. You know, you could even brush that with a bit of green. Yeah, so if you want a lighter impression, actually you could even do it without the silicone mat. You could do it with, perhaps you could, actually maybe we should try that again. Let's do it without the silicone mat. So I don't want you to buy a silicone mat and then ruin it. Let's get another bit of cardboard before we go. And we'll just try it using just the cardboard in there. Just got to cut another piece out. Hang on a minute. Try that again. That one there. Let's try it with the cardboard. Piece of card. And what did I have on there before? I had the other thing on. Okay, so I'm missing this layer. See how that's thicker? I haven't got that in here. I'm just putting a bit of this over the top. Actually, maybe, no, I think I'll put it underneath. I don't want it to cut right through my cardboard. Let's try it that way. I just want a bit of an impression. It's not really resisting. There's not much resistance there at all, but there might be enough. So we don't want it to cut. There's almost enough. Oh look, it did get a little impression, but I just wanted a tiny, tiny bit more. Now I should be able to fit that back on there. Get that in the right spot. Yeah, it slots back in because it had a little bit. So what I'm going to do is just put another piece of card through there, an odd bit. Just need something a little bit thicker. And I'm only just going to put a piece over the top of that. Just looking for a piece, hang on. Like, I only want it that much more. It makes a huge difference sometimes, just that little bit of thickness. Let's see how that went. Yeah, see, that made all the difference. Just that little piece of card over the top of it. Well, that's much nicer. That was the one I did with the silicone mat. See, it cut through it a bit. So I don't want you ruining your silicone mats. And it did impress this, but that's okay because that's just a extra piece of card I got around. There are bits of card you get in packets of things sometimes, like the little, what are they in? Let me have a look. I'm trying to think. Some of the bags that they sell, some of the, like the butterflies packet. The kits have cardboard in them. See those ones? So they're just a tiny bit thicker, so they might be thick enough on their own without having to add the extra bit. But I experiment with things. I like to play. Half the fun. So I don't mind. So I'll just keep that piece on handy in my bag with all my mats and things. See, it has put a little mark on that, but it's alright, it's still usable. And that way we just get a little impression. Put that one over there. Look. So it's like a debossed piece, this one. Of course you could turn it over the other way and use it that way. It didn't still go through there really thickly, but that's okay because you might be writing there. Oh, thanks, Athena. Thanks, Timothy. Give that a bit of glue. And we'll be done. So if you're catching me in the replay, thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. That would be lovely. And I'd love to hear comments of things you've learnt from your crafting. Alrighty, there we go. Done. Woohoo! We're finished. How about that? What time is it? Oh, 10:24. 2 hours. No, that's okay. It's good fun. And I find it really relaxing to sit here and craft with you. And I thank you for your tips as well along the way. I'm really happy with those. There's a couple of birthday cards that'll be going out sometime. And I'm hoping to have another market stall again soon. I'm organising one over at Denniston. I don't know if we'll be there this week. I might be booked for next month in March. It's the last Saturday of the month, but I'm not sure about this week yet. Depends what happens with everything else that's going on. So I'll let you know about that. I'll be putting a post up if that's happening, when that's happening. Okay, thanks for joining me, and I wish you all good night. Ciao.